The Battle of Marathon began with two groups, the Athenians, who were from Greece, and the Persians, who were obviously from Persia. The battle started after the Persians found out that the Athenians were involved in the Ionian Revolt, a series of rebellions. This led to the Persians invading Greece and starting the famous Battle of Marathon.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The battle lasted for about a month. The Greeks had a decisive victory. Although they were outnumbered by about 10,000 to 1,000, they were still able to defeat the Persians through unity strategy and aid from the city of Plataea. The compromise was that the Persians were driven out of Greece and they stayed away for 10 years.
So the main problem between the two sides was that the Greeks were the main participators in the Ionian revolts, which caused many Persian generals to be very angry. They wanted to do something about it, so they decided to attack on August 12, 490 BC. The reasons the Greeks rebelled in the first place was because of the Persians, who were advancing to Asia and Asia Minor, which is territory between the Black and Mediterranean seas that was very valuable to both sides.
The Athenians chose a strategic location for their battle. The absence of cavalry removed main tactical disadvantage for them. The Persians were very large and well-packed. They outnumbered the Athenians. They were wide-ranging in numbers of infantry and were foot soldiers.
The Persians had a large army that to everyone seemed invincible. They never seemed to lose, so going into battle for them seemed like no issue at first. Since one of the main issues was territory, it was a battle that needed to be fought. The Greeks knew it would be hard, so they strategized everything, including the location of battle and weapon use. On the other hand, the Persians fought with arrogance, which partly led to their defeat.
There were immediate effects on both sides, whether they were good or tragic. The Athenians lost 192 men in battle, but ended up capturing main Persian ships. After their victory, the Greeks realized that even big armies could be defeated, and they gained courage to make bold moves. This was also a turning point in politics for them. On the other hand, the Persians lost 11 men and many of their one-strong ships. A large amount of men also died through drowning in the swamps near the battle site. The Persians ended up being very humbled through their great loss.
So there were 5 days of stalemate before the actual battle took place. In order for the Greeks to face the Persian army, they had to send all their soldiers to Marathon. The Athenian strategy was to keep the Persian army at Marathon by blocking both of their exits. The delay in battle worked in favor of Athens because it brought the expected arrival of the Spartan army closer. Since the Athenians took a strong defensive position at Marathon, the Persians were also reluctant to attack first, which led to 5 days of stalemate in which neither side attacked.
Persians were never really defeated before that, so it united the Athenians and showed them they can win through unity. The Persians had to leave Greece for 10 years. This battle reviewed how effective hoplites, which were heavily armed foot soldiers, could be in battle. This battle was also a defending moment for the Athenian democracy.
What was life for you at the time? Tell me about your training experience. Over the course of time, we learned basic tactical and survival skills, along how to shoot, rope down, and march. How did you get through it? Not without difficulty. We just avoided any unnecessary contact with others, and we all have each other's back 100% of the time.
How did you keep in touch with your family?
I communicated with my family through letters. It was difficult to send them.
What was food like?
It was really scarce and the proportions were small.
Did you have many supplies?
Yes, we did.
Very well.
Okay, now we are going to speak with the Persian soldier Jonathan. Do you recall your first days in service?
It's not super clear to me, but I remember the conditions of the march. Weather conditions were complicated for us all.
What did it feel like?
The war was a complicated time. We were all in horrible conditions, and supplies and food were always a problem. We were all good on supplies. I mean, of course, we could all feel more secure with more, but we felt as though taking on the Greeks was gonna be nothing.
Did you keep a personal diary with you?
Yes, most of us did, actually. We used this as a way to document the progress of the battle.
What did you think of your fellow soldiers?
We were all united as one. We look out for one another.
To my dearest family, in the time I've spent here in Greece during the Battle of Marathon has been extremely exhausting. I'm writing here to inform you of my tales of the battle. I've seen many of my comrades fall that have been drowned in the swamp and may have been killed by these damn Persians. Twice now, I have escaped death and lived to tell the battle. I hope this letter finds you well. Mother, I hope you are praying for me in hopes that I stay safe. Father, I am fighting hard to honor the name that we live by. To my younger sibling, I hope you are listening to both mom and dad, so one day you may grow up to be strong and well respected too. I will write back tomorrow. I love you and I will stay safe.
The battle lasted for about a month. The Greeks had a decisive victory.
For the next set of questions, I'd like to focus on what life was like for you.
I'm not ready. Hold on. I'm not ready.
Fought war by our Athenian soldiers to defeat the greatest military in my lifetime.
3.
The battle lasted for about a month. The Greeks had a decisive victory. Although
Go.
Wait, put your phone away.
Food were always a problem.
Some more. What's this?
I know, I was skipping it for a reason.
That was in one take.
Now we're going to speak with.
Keep it going. We'll just cut that part out. Let's go.
No.
No.